What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shan from EV and Chill. And y'all, we're just gonna jump into today's conversation because the Tesla hate is real, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the political tensions that have been surrounding Tesla, and also I'm just gonna throw in my point of view, what it's been like driving a Tesla as a woman. Also, we're gonna be filming inside the Tesla today because it's raining outside, and when mama gets wet, I melt. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump into it. So let's unpack it right now, y'all. I've got some real experience stories to share with you. Some of them good, some of them dumb. Let's go ahead, let's do a quick recap. And I know y'all are keeping up with the news. You know what's happening. You know that Trump and Elon for a while, they were besties. They were real tight. They were working together. Were they doing good things? It depends on which side of the political spectrum you're on. And let's stop right there real quickly. And here's my point of view. I'll just share this up front. It doesn't matter to me if the CEO of a company, like what side of the political spectrum they're on, if they have a good product, something that's reliable, functional, something that makes my life easy and more convenient, I'ma buy it. It doesn't matter whether that's my pumpkin spice latte, whether that's my iPhone or my Cybertruck. If I like the product, I'ma buy it. But hey, that's just me. And no hate if you're like that, no hate if you're not like that. This is just, again, my point of view. Okay, so recap. Elon and Trump, they're besties. Besties for the resties. Sort of. They did have their little friendship breakup, but I guess now they're kind of back together. Okay, so Elon is helping out the White House. They're doing their thing. And that's when like Tesla hate hit fever pitch levels. And y'all might remember people were vandalizing Teslas. They were leaving nasty notes on Teslas. Some people were even getting like violent with other Tesla drivers, like physical violence, which blows my mind. The fact that you can let your hatred for like a company's CEO drive you to actual violence, people, that's just like, that's shameful. That's a disgrace. That's not cool. I mean, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but if you're like actually inciting violence and vandalism, like, people, that's too far. Even your mama knows that's too far. Back it up, reel it back in. So again, like spring 2025, I think that's like the all-time levels where things were at its highest, right? Everyone was saying, not everyone, but, and I hate to divide it politically, but that's how it kind of was, right? Like the left was saying Elon's a fascist, and the right people, they were taking pride in their right-winged vehicle they were driving. And again, not everybody, but just people taking it to the extremes, which for me, I just had to like pause and just laugh for like a second. Because when we first bought our Tesla, we lived on the West Coast. It was like 2018, 2019. We bought our first Model 3. Teslas were just becoming popular. And honestly, like, it was all of our liberal friends who were saying, Elon is doing great things for the environment. Like, Elon is this, Elon is that. Everyone needs to buy a Tesla. Fast forward a few years, now the left is mostly the one spurring on the fact that like Elon is a fascist and no one should buy a Tesla. So just that fact alone, it just kind of makes me giggle inside, because again, I don't find a vehicle to be that controversial. That a vehicle is not playing that much of a factor in like my political leanings. So spring has passed. There is still hate on Elon. If people saw a Tesla logo, I feel like it would just trigger like something emotional on them, and they just went out of control. Even now, like if you say Tesla, sometimes I'm still careful about like who I say Tesla around, because you never know how people are going to react. I was just in the gym a few months ago. I was working out, and I actually drove my Cybertruck there. I dropped Jackson off at childcare. I was on the rower, and this sweet old lady came up. She was in her 70s, and she was asking me how to use the row machine, which I thought was funny because I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. And then out of nowhere, she just starts saying how like she's a Democrat on the board in her community, and Elon is the worst person ever and going to basically dismantle the government, and how she would never drive a Tesla. And y'all, I'm just sitting there on my rower. I'm just trying to listen to T Swift, and I drove to the gym in a Cybertruck. But I didn't even want to say that because I don't know how the other person's going to react. So I just kept it neutral, and I just quickly tried to like end the conversation. Because again, you don't know what people are gonna do, which is kind of scary. So fast forward another few months here, I have a girlfriend come into town. We're shopping in Georgetown in DC, and Tesla just opened up, right? Their new store there. So we figured we'll pop in. I have a Tesla, she has a Tesla. People, I kid you not, I'm gonna put the footage up here so you can see. There was a protest right outside the Tesla store. People hating Elon with signs. Elon's a fascist. Elon is this. Elon's destroying the government. But it wasn't just any protest, y'all. It was a dancing protest, which I'd never heard of in my life. But they're out there blasting Lady Gaga, jamming out for hours. And people, I can't think of something that's gonna make me like protest something for a few hours on a Saturday when I know it's not making a direct impact. Like, the CEO of Tesla doesn't know me. Like, he's not personally offending me. I'm not making an impact on him. But again, it's a free country. That's what we love about America. Do what you want. So again, people are protesting. My friend and I, we walk inside Tesla, and I was joking with the employee. I said like, hey, we're part of the protest. And they did not care. They were like, okay, cool, come on in and check out our cars. And of course I had to say, I'm just kidding, just kidding. Like, we love our Teslas. Okay, fast forward again. So we always make mental notes of when we're driving into the city or like highly urbanized areas that we're not gonna bring the Cybertruck, we're gonna bring the Tesla Model Y for the sole reason of safety, right? Like, if people are hating on Teslas and Cybertrucks so much, we don't want to draw that much attention to ourselves, especially if we have our kids with us, right? Safety first. As much as I love the attention that the Cybertruck brings, I don't want violent attention. So when we go into DC, we bring the Model Y. Even though it's still a Tesla, like, it's less attention grabbing. Tesla Model Ys were more common. And also it's easier to park just because it's smaller. Okay, but we took our family to Dave & Buster's at the mall, and we even made a mental note, like, it's the mall, it's at night, lots of people, you never know what people are capable of. We walked out, and this little gem was under our windshield. I'm gonna walk you through this real quick. Someone spent a lot of time and effort making this. And also a lot of ink. That always blows my mind when I see that. Like, that's a lot of ink. Okay. Also, what they should have done is like double-sided. They just took 2 pieces of paper and folded them up. So that would be like my little words of wisdom here. Just print double-sided. Okay, so as you can see on the bottom, Elon Musk is a fascist who is destroying the US government. And how nice they even outlined it. This pamphlet includes information about Elon and provides Tesla alternatives. So after reading this, obviously, we're going to want to sell our vehicle immediately and buy an alternative. Okay, let's crack her open. And I'm just going to share with you the highlights here because, y'all, that is a lot of words. We're not doing that today. Okay, let's get up into this. Let's get up in this bee. All right. Elon is destroying flight safety. Not good. Okay, Federal Aviation Administration. Elon's company SpaceX is regulated by the FAA, which has investigated SpaceX for licensing and safety violations. Tisk tisk, Elon. Okay, Musk is a murderer. Now, personally, I would have put that as number 1, but that's just me. Okay, so the U.S. Department of Agriculture. So the Neuralink, Musk's brain chip firm, has been under investigation by the USDA for animal welfare violations. Also, I do appreciate how they cited their sources down here. Someone did their homework. Again, people, I'm going to take all of this with a grain of salt here. Elon is attacking the anti-scam police. Let's see what that's about. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, working with Doge, the Trump administration has moved to eliminate that agency. Ooh, yikes. Saving money. Terrible. Let's see. Elon is targeting government programs that help millions of Americans. He has alleged widespread fraud with little to no evidence. Can you imagine that? A government with fraud? That's crazy. He wants to eliminate Social Security. And then basically at the end it says, is this the kind of guy you want to support? And on the back side, because that's just blank, on the back side, they have very kindly provided other EVs on the market. So we have substitutes for the Tesla Model 3, the Model Y, the Model X, the S, and the Cybertruck. How very kind is that? Very thoughtful here. Now, are they offering to purchase this for me? No, this is something I'd have to go out and do again with my own money. So has this made an impact on me? Number one, I appreciate that we live in America and that people have the freedom to do this and have their own opinions. But has this impacted me and my thoughts? No. Because let me tell you why. I love the Cybertruck. I love it. It's got great tech, those 20-inch core wheels. I put on this smoking PPF that looks amazing. Y'all, when I am rolling down the street and I feel like I'm in a rolling spaceship, I don't want to give that up. Having it be electric, just waking up and having a full tank of electricity, amazing. I don't want to go to a grimy gas station. No, thank you. When I pull up and pick up my son from school and all the kids are running over to my Tesla, do I feel like a mini celebrity? Yes. The tech is killer. We've got a 18-inch screen up front, a 9.4-inch screen in the back. My boys love it. The Squircle yoke, that thing is just fun to drive. We've got a bang-in sound system that, again, I can't play for you because of copyright. The suspension, y'all, that thing, this glides like butter. There's no way I'd want to give this up. We have, of course, a little sunshade right now, but you can see a whole glass roof. That is amazing. Why would I want to give this up just because someone else doesn't agree with another person's point of views? Which, how crazy is that? Because their point of view doesn't align with another person's point of view, I should have to suffer. Does that make sense? They don't agree with Elon, and because they don't agree with Elon, I shouldn't, and I shouldn't drive those vehicles. That's crazy to me. For me not to do something because you don't like it, that actually sounds like fascist behavior right there, to be honest. Not Elon. So yeah, to all those keyboard warriors out there and all the people actually inciting actual violence and actual vandalism, those are the people that I actually have issue with, not Elon, which they're trying to make it about Elon, but really they're making it about themselves, which really just makes it sad. That's really what's a disgrace to society. Not Elon doing his thing, but people hating Elon so much. That's what's so sad. And that just makes me think that deep down, there's that much of an insecurity where they have to hate someone else that badly. Someone that they've probably never even met. And again, people, here's the thing. We live in America, which is a beautiful thing, and you have the right to protest. You have the right not to protest. Your opinion matters because it's yours. However, when you try to force your opinion on someone else, that's where things start to go sideways. All right, and now let's shift gears for a second. See what I did? Shift gears. Okay, now I'm going to talk about what it's like to own the Cybertruck as a woman. And at this point, if you're a man, you might think oh, I can click off this video. But actually, please keep watching because I would love to know your thoughts, so drop it in the comments below. And here's what blows my mind. It blows my mind that it blows other people's minds that a woman can drive a Cybertruck. So some real life examples here. And this is also crazy too. Went to the grocery store, came back out with my groceries. Someone else was just walking beside me. I open up the Cybertruck, I start putting my groceries in, and the woman who was walking beside me was like, wow, your husband lets you drive this? And I just looked at her and I said, this is my vehicle. Of course I can drive it. So even the fact that women can't believe other women are driving Cybertrucks is just crazy. But also, okay, here's another example. My family and I, we went to Alexandria. We were just going to have a good family day, go to the farmer's market. I love a farmer's market. We get out and we park on the sidewalk. It looked like a couple was just walking by us. And y'all, the license plate says not his. I don't know how much more clear you can get. And usually that gets great feedback. Usually there's a lot of women empowerment. Other women are yeah, go girl. But then there are the women who are wow, I can't believe you're allowed to drive this. Okay, back to Alexandria. We're going to the farmer's market. This couple's walking by, and the guy says, he doesn't even look at me. He looks at my husband. He's like, huh, funny license plate. And then he's like, so how do you like driving this thing? How you like it? And my husband, like, we're standing next to each other. He's like, well, actually, it's hers. And he's pointing to me. And the guy's like, oh, okay, cool. And it didn't even look at me and just kept walking. Like, no acknowledgement. Was I invisible? And people, I'm not trying to break any glass ceilings here. See what I did there? Glass ceiling. I'm just trying to drive a truck that suits my family so well. Again, it meets all of our needs and all of our wants. It's spacious. It's got room for all of our stuff. It's the perfect family vehicle for us. Now, hopefully one day Tesla will make an SUV. And I think, honestly, if they take the Cybertruck and just extend the cab back, like if they take the bed off and just extend the cabin, that would be perfect. Like, they've already got the mold for it. But again, that's like another video. People are just blown away that a woman is driving the Cybertruck. And for the most part, it's good. I get lots of thumbs up on the road. Occasionally, I still get lots of honks and thumbs down and other fingers, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. So that's not appreciated. But again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Just be nice about it. That's all I'm trying to say here, people. If you have another opinion, like, that's totally fine. Let's just talk about it where we can be calm and collected and not have to flip each other off, but we can actually share each other's point of view to understand where the other person is coming from. I think if you want to get your point across, that would be the best way to do it, instead of vandalizing someone else's vehicle. If you really want to be heard, just explain yourself calmly and rationally. Be reasonable. That's all I'm asking for, people. Well, that is all I've got for this video. I feel like my brain just was really rambling on there, so I hope that made sense. If you have anything else to add, maybe you disagree with me, maybe you agree with me, drop it in the comments below. As long as people are kind about it, I would love to have a back and forth conversation with someone. And I'll be kind to you too, like, right? It's a two-way street. So drop your thoughts below. If you like EVs, hit that like button. If you want to see more of me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That's all I've got. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.